I recover my fees within 2 weeks of trading, and
Lovely.
I can say, um, like, as per the guidance and as per the technical knowledge I got, I was able to get, I think, 40% of profits in the stocks that I invested. So
Congratulations.
yeah, this as you guys were mentioning, um, I also had a loss before, but I was without technical knowledge. With this course, actually, it gave me, it helped me to understand the trends and everything. I can say at least entry point. It helped me to enter what time I had to enter and what time I had to exit. Yeah. So of course I will join later, but for initial minutes I wanted to see how you guys are doing. So thank you, Vivek sir, and Kamal.
Yeah,
Welcome, Mahesh.
thank you,
Welcome.
Mahesh,
Yeah.
and Vivek sir. Thank you for the icebreaker. So, Mahesh, thanks for voluntarily sharing your testimony. He did share last week that he took a trade, and the profit that he made in that trade was 3 times the course fee.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
So that's the impact of this course, and thanks again, Mahesh. So with that, I think it's a good segue, and we'll go to our orientation. Um,
Okay, I will leave the call now. I'll join later. Thank you.
yeah, sounds great. Thank you. So with that, thanks those who have joined for the orientation, and we'll take you through the uh, small presentation, and then we will walk you through the course content and specifics of the course, and take your questions so that you feel more confident in enrolling in this course. Um, so in terms of the agenda, we'll give a quick introduction of GMT, our course, the course schedule, why you should take this course, and as I mentioned, we'll dive a bit on the course content and inclusions, and also discuss fees, and then open up for questions. In terms of GMT, I believe some of you are part of GMT since long. For those who are new to GMT, we started GMT as a WhatsApp group in 2020, and with the success of the active members within the group, we grew very fast and are now present over most of the social platforms. We have um, over 10K followers on YouTube, and also have over 15 WhatsApp groups with different specializations on each of the uh, groups that are discussed. In 2021 June, we came together as one team, GMT team, to formulate a course so that we can offer it to our GMT members who are looking for a structured guidance in terms of beginning their journey in trading, especially in the North American market. Um, the course that we came up, thanks to Vivek sir, as he gave a bit of background before started the recording, is that um, he joined initially as a GMT member, and then he started sharing his experience and expertise, and the indicators and strategies that he uses, which definitely benefited the members who joined the group, as well as the weekly cost that we used to have. So we put all those together as a formal business, and we begin as a corporation in June 2021. Then we launched our website, growmoneytrading.com, which is our official website. And then soon we started our first course, which we called it as beginners course, which had pretty much the content that would be suitable for anyone who is beginning trading. And then we extended the course content to make it suitable for anybody who is either beginning trading or has been trading for some time, um, be it active trader or swing trader, positional trader. Even if you have zero experience or experience with the trading, this course would still benefit based on our experience so far. um, we we have um, got feedbacks from even uh, active traders that this course does provide information that helps in being consistently profitable and making sure that the portfolio grows over time. We also have an advanced course, Grow Money Trading Advanced course. This is more focused towards futures, options, and those who are trading commodities or mm, options associated with those commodities as well. Um, for this orientation, we'll be focusing our discussion to Grow Money Trading course, which is the upcoming course, and I believe um, those who are on call would be uh, keen on understanding a bit more about this course. In terms of our team, so myself, Kamal, I believe most of you know, but just a quick brief in terms of myself. So starting from inception, I have been um, making sure that the GMT members benefit from the community, and the trades that they take are at price levels that can help them to be profitable. Um, for this course, I would help in terms of any queries that are there for registering with the course, and provide assistance in enrolling in the course. And then once the enrollment is done, then I'll be happy to assist later on as well if there are any personal queries. Vivek Bhatia, as you heard at the icebreaker, he is our head instructor with the wealth of experience that he brings with his professional day trading in the India market and also in the North American market. Once he starts teaching, um, learners definitely feel like they would like to stay on the call. And um, our start time of the meet of the class is fixed, but our end times typically depend upon the questions that are asked, and he prefers answering questions right away whenever anyone has any query. uh, and Aditya, who has been a critical data expert, he makes sure that whatever information is being shared, that's up to mark. And with his experience into uh, the instruments that uh, typically we make sure that uh, it forms part of your if it's part of your trading style, it can contribute to your consistent gains as well. And typically in terms of this course, this course is more focused towards the technicals, which could apply to stocks, ETFs, crypto, forex, or any other instrument that you are trading. um, just limiting to make sure that it gives a base for those who are trading futures and options. It doesn't dive into the additional technicals that drive the options, but it does give a base based on which, if either you are trading or uh, you would be planning in future to extend the number of instruments that you would trade, it would definitely form base. I'll move on to the next slide. So here, again, in terms of our GMT website, and the official website is growmoneytrading.com. The next course batch is starting coming Saturday, 24th of May. And then the futures and options course, we have kept this as a placeholder date. Depending upon the number of learners interested, we could plan to have that batch. So as of now, it's a placeholder. Um, Now, the next item, the GMT alerts and portfolio assistance. This again is coming out of the GMT members' requests. So we have started this on a limited edition basis, where some of the members have requested for premium alerts and post portfolio assistance. Um, we are still formulating the process and would soon be scaling it up and opening for others as well. And then we have recently partnered with uh, member for the financial services. It's new, and you would have seen message from me about a new group that is added to under the GMT community. So details for this you can find under the specific groups. And if you have any questions about alerts and portfolio assistance, we maybe once you are into the course and midway or towards the end of the course, we can discuss if you would need it. For now, our Grow Money Trading course is intended to give you the skill sets, and with the learnings that you would have in the course, hopefully you will be able to decide on your own what should be the buy price, what should be the sell price, what should be your target prices, and how to manage your portfolio. As you will see further in the course content that we do have dedicated topics for um, managing the portfolio or managing risk. So with that, I will take you to the website, which I believe you would have already be familiar. So growmoneytrading.com, and uh, if you go to the courses, then you can navigate to the specific course. Now, talking about the course itself, um, this course we created out of the request from our GMT members, and we made sure that the course has all of the technicals and fundamentals that's suitable for trading stocks, ETFs, cryptocurrencies, or any other financial instruments. The course content is structured so that if anyone begins from zero, and we help them to learn the skills step by step, and equip with the uh, technicals, that towards the end of the course you would be at a place where you could have few set of strategies that you could take away with, and practice it, refine it, and then apply in your trades on your own. The GMT team of instructors are here to help you in acquire the required skills, the expectations that you have, uh, so that uh, you add to your skill sets that's needed, and gain confidence in taking your trades independently on your own. We'll make sure that starting from opening your accounts, if you don't have, if you already have, that's great. And in terms of your trade setups, we would be willing to assist you in making sure that you have your own trade setups for executing the trades on your own. And now, talking about the course schedule, so we'll be starting the next batch coming Saturday, which is May 24th, and it would be 4 weekend course, Saturday and Sunday each, and would uh, continue up to 15th of June. The class timing here from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Uh, this is the time that we have come from the instructor's perspective, but depending upon the registered learners, if we think that uh, for accommodating everyone, if we need to shift this time, we can be flexible as well, and in the first class we can agree upon whether we are okay with this timing, or we want to shift 1 hour early, or delay one hour so that it's comfortable for everyone to attend the class. Uh, we take the classes online on Google Meet and also share the recording. However, we highly recommend that you join the live classroom, as the learnings that you have in the classroom is um, much more real time, and you get to ask your questions so that you those questions get answered right up. Um, if in case due to any family or work reasons you can't make it in the live classroom, uh, we suggest to join the next class half an hour early. We typically open the classroom half an hour early, so you can ask queries on any of the previous topics or previous classes in the initial half an hour, so we can start the next topic on the allotted time. So with that, I will now request Vivek sir to take you through what you will learn from this course.
Thank you, Kamal. All right. So, Mesum and Vishal, what you will learn from the course is we will first introduce the course markets to you. What are the markets that you can trade on sitting in North America? You could be trading on Dow Jones, you could be trading on NASDAQ, you could be trading on MCX markets, you could be trading on Canada market, TSX, TSV, you could be trading on FTSE, London markets, you could be trading in India markets. Whatever markets you can trade on, we will introduce the markets first to you. Why? Because so that you understand what is happening on each market. Why is each market going to be different? In US you have Dow Jones, which is different from Nasdaq. So why should we trade on Dow and why should we trade on Nasdaq? They're two different markets. They're two different exchanges. So you will introduce to them to you all of them. Next, what we would do is, calling it a structured manner, we will first introduce to you the basics of what technical analysis is, the technical terms that are going to be used, so that when we start talking about those terms, you should not be looking helter skelter. You are aware of what these words are. Because you're doing these courses, tomorrow your friends will talk to you about some technical things. You should be aware. Yes, I'm aware of what these things mean. You will sound knowledgeable, and thereby your peers will look up to you for further guidance. Right? Now that is basic requirements. So basic technical information is being done. Now our course being hands-on, our course being structured, we will actually make you do a lot of homework. We will actually make you do a lot of drawing. You are all engineers, so you will draw, but these will be drawings on the chart, not on paper and pen, but actually on a laptop. You will now analyze stocks after drawing a lot of things. So we call this hands-on or dirtying your hands. You will learn to draw a line, right? Which is very important. Why is it important? As you will also know in the course, and I will tell this to you also personally, is 90% of the traders will never share the secrets. 90% of the good traders will never share the secrets. And their secret is always keeping your trading simple, and that simplicity is nothing but drawing lines. So you have to learn that. Thereafter, you will be taught chart patterns, candles. So you will learn a new language, a language of the markets. You will learn to communicate. Today, you and me are communicating in English. We could communicate in Hindi. We could also communicate in Russian if you know Russian. I could communicate to you in Japanese if you know Japanese. But if you don't, then I can just speak and you can just say, sorry, I did not understand you. So you must learn to communicate with the market in the language which the market understands. And GMT will teach you that language. Not that the others don't, but the others don't claim to teach you the language. We claim to teach you the language. We claim to tell you or teach you how to talk to a candlestick, to ask the candlestick, what will it do next? Because if you know what the market will do next, because the candle is talking to you, you will take a trade accordingly. Right? Now, this is where candlestick anatomy, candlestick patterns, chart patterns will come into play. We will teach you all of this. So far, so good. What comes next? Now, we teach you 4 kinds of indicators, right? So we teach you trend indicator, we teach you momentum indicator, we teach you volatility indicator, and we teach you volume indicators. So we teach you 4 kinds of indicators. Each kind has got multiple sub indicators in it. You can get all this information available to you on YouTube. I'm not saying no, you can't. You will. But which is important? Which one is to be used how? That is where your trainers will come and play. So we will teach you all the indicators there and teach you what are important indicators and what are not so important indicators. At the same time, every indicator works on a default settings. Now your trainers by yes, Mason, ask.
Yeah,
My rule
sorry,
of
sorry,
my
just
rule
sorry,
of my
just
rule of my session is you will ask without raising a hand. You can
oh,
just
okay.
unmute and ask a question. That is my rule of teaching.
Yeah, so is it okay? Because I don't understand a lot of the terms that you're talking right now. Is that expected out of someone who has never
Yes,
traded
that is
before?
expected out of
Okay,
you.
okay,
As of
all right,
right
okay,
now, you are not expected to understand
okay, okay,
what I'm talking about. But yes, you are expected to understand the logic of how I'm going to teach it to you.
sure, okay,
Right, so I'm going to teach you a lot of indicators. Now, these indicators currently are just names for you. Once you start seeing the names, you will realize why they are important. Right? So I was talking about indicators coming to you. Then I was talking about other things such as where are the mentors and the trainers going to come and play. We will not only teach you the indicators, which will tell you which are the default settings, which is there on practically every platform, freely available indicators. And now this is where we come in. We will tell you our trade secrets of twisting and tweaking the settings in such a way that the same indicator gives you a better advantage. Why is that advantage required? So that you can make your profits and take profitable trades. So that tweaks, you will never get them on YouTube. You will never get them on YouTube. You got to really search hard. You got to understand which is the trainer on YouTube who is going to share his secrets out. So either you go about hunting about 25, 30,000 YouTubes and then shortlist the trainer, or do this faster in a matter of 8 days or 4 weekends. Right? When we are teaching you all the indicators, we will teach you the tweaks and we will teach you the strategies on each indicator. So that means from the second week onwards, second weekend onwards, you will start learning strategies. And on the penultimate day, there will be one strategy which is a combination of all strategies, which we call the khichdi strategy. It's a term and I've just coined this now, khichdi strategy, because I'm going to use multiple indicators brought in together and then do it. What are each indicator telling you? Each indicator is going to talk about one aspect of the trade. Is it momentum? Is it trend? Is it volume? Is it volatile? So you will learn each aspect of the trading and then decide how to take a trade further. Right? Then we will also teach you how to do trade screening. How do you screen stocks? What to invest, where to invest, what to trade, which stock to trade, when to trade. You don't have to be in trade every time. There are times when you don't have to be in trade. You should just watch the market. You should not punch any orders. Though that is also a trading strategy. Thereafter, risk management is taught to you, which is most important. How do you manage your capital? How do you manage your risk appetite? Now, each individual will have a different risk appetite. So that is what will help you to identify what is your profile currently and what is the profile that you can go up to. So that is risk management, risk profiling, and how do you manage your capital. Right? Then we talk about psychology of the markets, psychology of a trader, psychology of an investor. Investor psychology is different, or trader psychology is different, and the market psychology is completely different. So we will go through the entire phase. Why do we teach you all of this? So that you should be aware as to what can happen in the market. So we will teach you all of this, and this will be over a period of 8 days. Now, there are a few rules of my teaching. This round phase is pleasant to see at, but very dirty to bear, very difficult to bear. I can be a tough taskmaster. Why? I always start the classes on time. I am a stickler for punctuality. So if you are coming late, God help you. Right? Upfront. Why do we do that? Vishal, in the markets, does the market wait for Vishal to finish his breakfast and then open? You're on mute, Vishal.
I said I wish it can.
I wish it could. We all really wish it could. But the markets don't wait for Vishal to have his breakfast, then have a cup of coffee, and then open up. So
Yep.
it opens on a scheduled time always. That is the discipline that we will inculcate in you in the 8 days of starting on dot time. Now, as Kamal has already said, we sometimes from the day 2 start 15 to half an hour, 30 minutes early, because we want you to answer your queries over the last class. So the first half an hour to 15 minutes is allocated only to answer your queries. And then at due time, we will start our session. The session will continue on each day till your last query in your mind is answered in a smiling manner, with a smiling face. So if Kamal starts frowning, saying his wife is calling him for lunch, remind Kamal, you have to smile and answer, because Vivek sir is also watching you. So that is our rule. We will always do that. Why do we do that? Because your query that is being in your mind is a query in the class. Everybody has the same query. So ask your queries up front without raising hands. Just unmute, say, excuse me, I have a question, and out with your question. That is the best way to learn. And I'll explain this to you why in the class also. But as of right now, that is the best way to learn. So we will continue this way. Which is the reason why in the third class onwards, our session starts on time, but the ending time normally gets delayed. So for the next, in case if you decide to join, for the next 8 days or the 4 weekends, please promise your family you will not be there for lunch with them. Either have a heavy breakfast or have high tea with them. You will not be able to have lunch, or they will have to wait for you for having lunch if they want to have lunch with you. That is the general experience we have. And definitely on the 7th day, that is the third Saturday, you will definitely go beyond lunch hours. That is when I'm going to teach my khichdi strategy. You will definitely go beyond lunch hours. And there are times when the batches are big, our class sessions get extended to about 3.5 to 4 to 5 hours, non-stop. We sometimes give you a break when you realize that you start yawning or you start getting bored. So we give you a break. That is a way of teaching, right? That's about it. What I require from you is an open mind, a mind keen to learn, keen to question, right? Second, which Aditya will also talk to you about, are the things that we require, of what are the other equipments that you require to bring with you. You require to bring an open mind with you. Rest of the equipments you are already attuned to and using it well. Right? Any questions so far on the course content? Good. Now I'll ask Aditya to take over and lead you through what is required out of you. Aditya, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Vivek sir. Thank you, Kamal. Hi, everyone. This is Aditya. Once again, good morning or good afternoon based on wherever you are. And thanks again for attending the orientation session. Until now, you have been provided the details about the course, the curriculum, and the timeline and what all we're going to teach. Now, in terms of the requirements, as mentioned, as you can see on the screen, the requirements are basically a computer or laptop. A smartphone also would suffice, but ideally, what we would suggest is having a computer or laptop with an internet connection. The reason being, there are certain sessions wherein you would be getting your hands dirty, wherein we would be teaching you certain things and then you would start practicing. So, doing that on a computer or a laptop would help you in terms of drawing those trend lines or whatever support lines and to understand how it goes. A smartphone you can view it, but to do that hands-on might not be easy. That is in terms of the requirements, and also in terms of the target audience. As you can see, this is a course for everyone. You might already be a seasoned trader who is trading in stocks, options, or cryptocurrencies. As mentioned earlier, since this would be a structured course where we would be teaching right from the beginning, we would be teaching someone what a stock market is, what a candlestick is, or something as basic as how a candlestick is formed as well. So even if you know something or if you are not aware about anything as well, you can join this course. So that way it is going to help you understand right from the basic till how you can become a professional in whatever timeline you want to become a pro in. Come on, if you can move on, please. Yeah. Okay. And in terms of the course content, as you already see, we have close to more than 15 plus topics on trading. The reason we say 15 plus is for sure we teach 15 topics. In addition to that, if there are any new updates that come in, or if we feel there are any additional topics that might help our traders or that might help our learners, we include them as and when we feel that it might help us. And again, in terms of the session, as we've already mentioned, this would be conducted on the weekends for 4 weeks on Saturdays and Sundays. And again, the time mentioned is 25 plus hours. Again, this implies that for sure you would be in the course of 25 hours. And again, based on the doubts that you have, the time it takes for us to clarify, and if there are any additional content that we include. So taking into consideration all that information, it will be 25 plus hours. And in terms of refresher lessons, you can see that if there are any topics that you have missed, I know we would be sending you the links for the videos. However, you are free to join those topics again whenever we conduct the next upcoming sessions. Though we mentioned it here as 3 months, we see students coming back after maybe 6 months or after even maybe an year as well, if they feel there are certain topics that they are still unclear about. So this is one thing that is going to be very, very beneficial, because I know there will be instances wherein we might not understand everything the first time, but we might need more clarity on. So this is again very helpful. And again, money back through trading profits. You already listened to one of our learners who has joined our last batch, and he's already made profits and he's already got back his money in addition to the profits that he has made as part of the training. Again, whatever we teach you, we also ensure that as part of the training, we provide you certain stocks wherein we provide you the details of what is the buy price and what is the sell price as well. This would ensure that you understand at what point of time you need to buy and what point of time you need to sell, and the stop loss as well. And in addition to that, we would also provide you the details as to how we got to those points as well, in terms of how do we know that you need to buy at this price and how do you know that you need to sell at this price. It's not like, I know someone has mentioned that they used to believe in tips. These are not tips, but these are actually the evidences which help you understand as to whatever we are teaching, we are putting that into practice. And handholding in GMT Premium Group, again, as mentioned, we've got more than 15 plus groups for GMT. We also have a premium group wherein once you enroll into this course, you would be made members of this group, wherein we would be asking question wherein people would be asking questions, we would be answering them, and in addition to that, there would be previous learners as well who would answer those questions whenever we have any queries about. Okay. And finally, the certificate of completion. Once you complete the course, you would receive a certificate of completion with your name and the details as well. And that would end in terms of what your course content is, the target audience, and any other details. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, or if not, I'll pass it on to Kamal. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Aditya. So, just last thing in terms of the course fee. So, the course fee as of now for our uh, GMT members is at 450, and this is with the um, additional discount that we typically give to those who enroll before the start of the batch. There, we have seen that there are people who enroll after the start or the on the first day of the class as well. So the discount would not be available if the enrollment is late in the cycle. So uh, the batch, as I mentioned earlier, is starting this Saturday on 24th of May. Um, for the course enrollment, as Aditya has mentioned, that through the trading profits, we make sure that whatever you pay for the course, that becomes your first target to make as profit through the course. We would be giving alerts. However, we would be expecting you to take trades. Um, Either you could follow our alerts or take trades based on your analysis, and through those, the goal would be to uh, get the course fee so that eventually the course becomes free for you by covering the cost through the trading profits. Also, we have the referral rewards. So along with you, if you would like to invite any of your friends who could benefit from this course, either in this batch or in the subsequent batch of GMT, we would also be willing to give referral rewards. We have given more than hundreds of dollars as referral rewards for members who um, invite their connections to the course, and we would be happy to uh, include any of your connections to our future batches. So I think with that, we have covered most of it that we had to share with you in this orientation, and we'll be happy to answer any question that you have so that you feel more confident in enrolling to this course. Um, Based on our previous batch experience and feedbacks, I am confident that this course would benefit. Um, if you take this as an investment for learning a new skill, which would benefit for your investments in future, you would see the returns would be much higher than what you would be paying here for this course. So with that, I will just open up for any questions that either of you or anyone else has, or anything else that Vivek sir or Aditya would like to add. Maybe we'll take questions first. Any question or any other clarification that's needed?
Yeah, I just had a few questions. I thought I'll just fire.
Sure.
So I think one of your previous student who joined earlier, Mahesh, he said
Mhm.
that he made like 4x the profit. Was it for this course or was it using the advanced one, the future and the options?
So he had taken this Grow Money trading course, and his trade was on a ETF trade, and the profits that he made was 3x of the course fee in a single trade.
Nice.
Yeah.
And do you guys like prefer people to do paper trades first, get a hang of things and then put in the money, or do you guys prefer just go straight in?
We highly recommend doing paper trading because there will be lot of technical content that you will learn in this course, and it's highly suggested to practice those technicals. Um, we'll be sharing few strategies. Recommendation would be that you pick up one or two or at max three strategy and take at least about um, 10 to 20 trades in your paper trading account before applying that strategy on your with your real money. If you have been trading for some time, you might feel more confident, but still uh, our recommendation is to try in your paper trading account. We also suggest to maintain trading log so that you capture your buy entry points, your exit points, what was the profit and result, and also learnings out of that trade, so that it helps you refine your own strategy as you go along.
All right, just a final question. I won't bug you guys too much. With all the U.S. tariffs happening, did you guys see all that coming, and were you guys able to make? I'm sure you guys were able to make profits, but did you guys see that coming? Like whatever was happening with the U.S. trades, did you guys expect the market to follow what you guys thought it would?
Right. So before even Donald Trump took to office, um, you would have seen, if you understand some of the technicals, or you if you were watching some of the news channels, they would be saying that the markets is overbought. All of the indexes were in overbought condition, meaning last year up to start of this year, the trading that was happening was already overbought. So correction was expected. What Trump's policies did, uh, he took market to almost in a bear market trend. The the correction was expected. He took it more than 15%. His policies acted as a catalyst, is what I could say. And uh, if I say from my perspective itself, I was waiting for this opportunity so that we get to buy at lower prices. And same I could say on behalf of other members as well, because I'm seeing once the market has correction, there are GMT members who are sharing booking profits. So in short, it was, from the technical point of view, it was visible on the charts that there's a correction coming.
As soon if I may also intervene over here, I think after the tariffs were announced, when the markets really fell down, I remember in one of our free sessions, we did say now is the time to buy. And we had given them a level, and that level will be touched. And I think that was on a Sunday night. And if I'm not mistaken, Kamal, it was Tuesday, and immediately after that, that the level got touched, and our members bought.
Yeah, it was TSLL, to be like very specific.
So we had foreseen these things in the market, but then not only us, all the good traders who were using those levels, which 90% of traders would do, were expecting these levels. So which is why when to buy becomes important. So most of them were expecting it to happen, and the fall, his policies basically made it happen earlier. The speed of fall was not expected as fast as it was. Good.
Yeah,
Yes.
and these are good questions, and thanks for asking. So these actually uh, bring out or signify the importance of technicals. Uh, People hear in news once the price movement has happened. So now you would hear news that a stock like Nvidia has almost recovered from the drop. But on the charts, you would see when it dropped after the tariff news, that was a good time to buy. So basically, the technicals give you indication early to take plan your trades.
So, Kamal, I have a question too. You know, see, I asked you, right, which platform is better, right? And that interactive broker, that's fine. The main thing is taxes, right? How the US trading in US is going to impact our tax, right? Like I am a high margin tax rate, so uh, you know they will consider it as a trading income if we are doing the scalping or day trading, right? They will consider as a that trading income, or they will consider it as a capital gain. So that is only the tax related stuff is my worry, nothing else.
Okay. So, so in the course, we have a topic on trading accounts. So we do recommend as part of that topic which accounts to be used for which kind of trading style. For the trading profits, it would be categorized under the capital gains of your annual income, and the capital gain would contribute to your annual income, but the capital gain would be uh, 50% taxed, uh, adding to or applicable for tax, not your entire income. Sorry. Uh, we have a dedicated topic, and there Aditya would be able to answer any worries that you have related to the taxation, and also in terms of very specific queries if you have, then we also have um, CPA in the GMT community who can help with. Eh, you can, because you would be treating this as a secondary source of income, not your primary source of income, at least immediately. So uh, I would say at this point it would contribute to your income, but it won't be big that it will be treated as a business income, assuming that you won't be doing day trading. Make
Got
sense?
it. Yeah, got it. And we can use these strategies basically in CME markets also, right?
Yes. Yeah. So
Vishal, the rule of the strategies are you can use them on any trading instrument in the world, any
Got
market, any trading instrument in the world,
got it. Yeah, yeah, Vivekji, I need your guidance on Indian market also.
anytime,
Yes,
anytime,
sure.
anytime.
I see, as a NRI, right, or a OCE holder.
Hmm.
Even I was not having my Aadhaar. I just got my Aadhaar somehow by hook or
All
crook.
right.
I got my Aadhaar, right? But the problem is I cannot open my Demat sitting in Canada at all.
Yes.
Yes. So right now, yep, I'm doing trading. The some investment on my mom's name or on my sister's name.
Hmm.
But eventually, I want it to be on my name, right? To right now, I'm totally dependent on them. Whenever I need to do anything, I ask them, okay, give me the that PIN number or OTP number, right? So
Hmm.
that I'm totally dependent on them right now.
What platform are you using for Indian markets?
I am using Grow and Upstock. Plus, by mistake, I
Go.
opened my initial accounts on HDFC Sky. I
Hmm.
want to move those ones to from HDFC Sky to Upstocks or Grow. I did some mutual fund investments from HDFC Sky, although they told
Hmm.
me in start that there will be no annual maintenance fees, but now they start charging me. Plus,
The first year
the
is free.
yeah, yeah, the mutual fund investment in with them is totally different. They are not having a that what you call that a portfolio number. They are considering those ones as a stock also. That is very hard for me to now move it to any other platform.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
We can think about plan something for that during the day.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So I need your guidance on those parts also.
Anytime, anytime.
Yep. Thank you.
Not an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Vishal, while you're in the course, apart from the class duration, we are definitely open to anything that could help in your personal portfolio. So
I need your help in that one also. I have a chunk of money which is sitting in cash right now, and I will ping you on that one.
yeah, sure, sounds good. And just one point, and this is what we typically discuss in we have discussed in our previous batch learners as well. So when people say about trading in North American market versus trading in Indian market, I say that being in Canada, I prefer trading in US market for primarily two reasons. One is the volume or volatility. US market is traded by people across the globe. Second, one US dollar profit would be close to 85 rupees profit, right?
Yes.
If you think in terms of currency conversion, when you have to do the same level of analysis and effort, it's it's more returns trading in the US market even compared to Canadian market. So it's very easy to decide between trading uh, between North American market to Indian market, right? If you are an investor and you want to hold for long, then that's a different discussion, and I can understand your intention of investing in the Indian market. But
Um.
if you are a trader,
Yeah.
I see that rather looking into investing in the US stocks ETFs and being more active can give much better returns or multiplied returns rather than trading in
Indian
Indian
market.
market. Although this is going on record and Vivek sir might not like it, but this is
Carry on,
how.
carry on.
So see, my mom and my parents gave me some money, right? So I asked my brother like what to do, and he said, okay, put it into mutual funds, and I said, okay. So uh, my younger brother is a CFA, but yeah. So he sometimes he give me some suggestions on Indian market. Okay, put the money if you have anything here, just put it in this mutual fund. That's all.
Hmm,
Yeah.
right. Okay, so it's good that you have some funds there and you would prefer investing there. So that's totally fine. And uh, Vivek sir, since he is there, definitely he would be able to guide on that on a personal level as well.
No doubt.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, great. So any last question? Maybe we'll take two more questions if there are. Vishal and Nakvi, in terms of anything that you still have in your mind so that it will make you feel confident in completing the enrollment.
No, I was told before. I mean, I watched this video, so I'm definitely gonna enroll.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank
We
you.
have Mahesh and Adil who have joined us.
Yeah. So I think we'll wrap it up in terms of the orientation. Thank you for joining the orientation, and please feel free to reach out if you have any um, issue in terms of the enrolling in the course. Enrolling in the course, the steps are very straightforward. Like you might be using any e-commerce website. So if you add to the cart, it will take you through the steps for completing the enrollment. Uh, Once you have completed the enrollment, you should get a notification. And again, if you still see any issue, feel free to reach out, and I'll be happy to assist.
Vishal and Mehsoon, if you are trying to enroll in the course, try and use a Gmail ID so that the YouTube videos that we give you, the recordings is easily approachable on Gmail IDs.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you, sir. That was a very
After a good
good point.
afterthought.
Yeah, thanks for reminding that point. So it makes it easier for sharing the recordings with the Gmail ID. So
Yes.
preference would be to use Gmail for enrolling in the course. All right. So with that, thank you everyone for the orientation, and we will pause it here. And once you enroll in the course, then we will be talking in detail when on Saturday about
Any
the.
more questions, Vishal and Misun?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
No, I'm good as well.
Good. Then I would suggest stay back on call and watch the analysis.
Sure. Yep.
That's
Sure.
another half an hour of analysis of the markets. What is going to happen next week?
Sure.
Sure. Thank you.
Just stay back and you will you will not be able to absorb everything, but you will enjoy the session as to how it is being analyzed.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for the orientation part. And I will stop the recording here for the orientation section.